So Torben's gonna grab a toy and lead the way in. Or actually, Leo, I think, has the toy as we make our way in.
Okay, King Fatmouth. It's considerably calmer in the room since the last time you were in there. He seems to have bought himself some time with his little crew here. When he sees you, he's visibly excited. He shrieks with joy to see you. I presume the toy is visible in Leo's hand?
So, from afar, we're not going to get close to him. Leo is going to let him know we've recovered the toy and let him know, what happened to his sister. Let him know we avenged her death, and ask if he can tell us about the dragon that we wish to hear about.
I think you should also be pretending that treating this artifact
with respect and reverence.
Yeah, exactly. Lining up.
You're a little surprised that he is not emotional at all. You don't know. It lines up with your experience with goblins, but he is overwhelmed with joy to have his toy back. His dragon, and doesn't even give as he hears about his sister, whereas you might expect a human or an elf or a dwarf to become choked up. It doesn't even register. He doesn't even care. He looks at Torben and he kind of gives an appreciative glance and he says, "Yes, maybe you can face the dragon." Maybe. And when you do, here is my advice. Aim for the belly.
Should we ask him for a little bonus on his treasure chest?
Yeah. So, King Fatmouth. So, did we already hand over have we handed over?
No, because we asked him to tell us about the dragon first. So he just told us about the dragon.
It's got soft belly scales. You aim for
Before
that.
we hand it over, do you want to say how about a little something extra?
King Fatmouth, what are you guarding over there in that chest?
Nothing.
Are there any items in there that may be useful to us in our quest to kill the dragon?
No, these are goblin items. Not for you, no. He's kind of shaking his head and he takes a step back towards the treasure, almost protectively.
If you're trying to see if someone's bluffing, is that sense motive or perception?
Sense motive, I believe, if you're trying to get a sense for what's going on with him.
Okay, so when he said it's only goblin stuff, I'm going to do a sense motive on him. 21.
He is lying. He's got some stuff in there that potentially could be useful to the group, or at least he seems to. You sense that he knows that there are items there that might be valuable to you, but just knowing that how he treats this toy dragon, he's loath to part with almost anything, and seems to view his status within his tribe as derived from having these trinkets, and so you get the sense that he's becoming almost as territorial about that chest as the Reef Claw was about its island.
So we can't, I was going to say, maybe we try to trade him the artifact for what he's got in his chest. But you're saying he's being protected of that?
He actually starts to sense that you guys are starting to play a little game here, and he looks at Leo and he says, "You, give me the dragon. Give me the dragon. I kept my part of the deal. You keep your part. Give me the dragon."
So, Leo, do you want to respond?
So I'm I'm curious, out of the game for a second, asking a question. If we decided we felt they were up to no good and we decided we wanted to attack them, is that like a surprise attack?
I doubt it. We're like faced off against
Right.
them. They're lined up. Like they're on their guard. I think that.
Okay.
Well, maybe we could say, all right. Torben's going to say, well, what if Leo here were to give the artifact to old Gronk here? Maybe he would want the artifact.
Gronk looks like wide-eyed, right?
It's
Looks around and is like, it's the first time anybody's ever like called him out, right? He's like a nameless goblin out of the group, and it's like kind of hands up. He's looking at King Fatmouth like I didn't ask to be nominated, and he physically takes a step back behind King Fatmouth, almost like showing his subservience, like, I don't want any part of this.
Well, if he's too much of a coward to take command, maybe one of these other goblins would step up and lead. Maybe they're tired of King Fatmouth ordering them around.
All right. At that, King Fatmouth takes a step forward, and we're going to have to roll for initiative.
Oh, I pissed him off.
Yeah.
Sorry, team.
Let me
Can you
clear.
that turn order?
There we go.
You got 15. Should I roll that again? I'll make that a 15, because that was my first roll.
-1.
Yeah, I gave Gronk a negative modifier because he was so freaked out.
Nice. Scary.
Looking pretty good so far.
So if I wanted to equip that sword, see my hit with it.
Has everybody rolled?
Prometheus.
Oh, sorry.
Okay, I think we should have everyone now.
Excellent. All right, so with that, King Fatmouth starts to step forward, removes his shield, and his lieutenant Goop on the far right. He's been itching ever since Vendi made some comments an hour ago. Goop steps into the fray, and will step. Let me see here. He'll step right into Daviak and will provoke an attack of opportunity. Daviak, roll.
Okay. So let me switch to my rapier. Crit.
Nice.
Crit confirm. Roll damage.
9 damage.
Oh man, Goop, who thought he was going to be a hero and maybe make some progress in this tribe as a result, dead. Daviak,
Yeah, so I basically take my rapier, come up through the bottom of his chin, through the top of his head, just glaring at Fatmouth the entire time as I do it.
I love it.
Taking his eyes off.
Leo's up. Leo sees this all happening. Leo's been on his toes because he's been running the diplomatic mission here.
So let's see, Leo. Check his character. So for Leo, do we want to do another ranged attack? Because if he steps up to use his scimitar, he'll get an attack of opportunity against him.
That's not true, Dave. If you take a 5-foot step, if you move
okay.
5 feet, it's like the idea is like, okay, I can move a small amount of distance and still have my guard up, but if I'm moving more than that, I'm moving too quickly to really keep my guard up, and I leave my guard down, and therefore...
Okay, so he could go like that without getting provoked.
Even though that's into a square that's threatened. Because right now, King Fatmouth threatens all the squares around him, right?
Right, but because it's a 5-foot step, it does not provoke.
Okay.
Because you can walk in with your weapon up. So should we have him walk in and use his scimitar?
He's got a scimitar?
Yeah, he's got a holy weapon.
Ooh, slice away.
That he worships Serena?
Sounds right.
So he's going to walk in and take a swing with his scimitar. Let me go to that. That's a crit for Leo.
Nice.
He does 14 damage.
Let's see here.
Leo just walloping.
That's our healer.
He just killed King Fatmouth?
King Fatmouth with 14 points of damage. He cleaved him in half.
What?
Leo, as he does that, he's just glaring at Vendi.
Oh, that's great. Okay, Glarb, seeing this, Glarb wants no piece of this, and literally screams in terror and is trying to escape. Glarb sees his opportunity to maybe split between Leo and Torben, but he's not the sharpest tool in the deck, and as a result, he's going to provoke 1, 2, 3 attacks of opportunity on his way through here. Who wants to go first?
So is he going to try to run all the way between us? And if so, would that give an attack of opportunity, or is he just running up to attack one of us?
He is running. He is trying to escape. He's just watched his king get killed, and he's in a blind panic. He failed a will save, and he is provoking 3 times here between Leo, Vendi, and Torben. So whoever wants to take that, go for it. 21 hits.
That was to attack.
Yeah, that hits.
And then your hit is 1d8 plus 1.
Torben steps up, takes a giant swing, and just barely breaks his hip.
Chops off.
So
Leo.
So now Leo does an attack of opportunity.
Yeah, we don't want to give Vendi a chance here.
Okay, so Leo does a 17 versus AC,
That hits.
and he does 2 damage.
Takes off the other ear. Vendi.
Let me pull up his page. And Wendy will be swinging his quarterstaff. 14 versus AC.
That's a miss.
And even if he hit it, would have only been for 1. Now, does Daviak get one as he runs by him?
Yes, he moved into a threatened Daviak square right there.
He is just running the gauntlet. This guy is very scared and not very smart.
Glarb.
Daviak, a miss, 8 versus AC.
Daviak, just surprised that he made it through the gauntlet. Let me check. How fast are these guys? 6 squares. He started there. Okay, that's where his turn ends. Glarb's turn's over. Torben, your turn.
I'm shooting at that dude. He's not getting away. I got a short bow. I'm going to take out the short bow. Well, can I don't know if I can equip. I can hear myself in my ears.
So with a free action, you
So-
can drop something. So you drop your sword. You can,
Yeah.
with a move action, I believe a move action you can
Equip the bow.
equip.
Yeah, I'm not going to move. Actually, move. That's true.
So if he stands still, he could free drop the sword, move to pull out the bow, and then fire on his attack.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, all right.
That's a good visual.
I'm gonna roll this for the. It's 1d.
You just rolled 1 twice in a row. I think you somehow shot the arrow behind you at King Fatmouth. Lodges itself in his corpse.
Everybody's looking at Torben and is like, this graceful, drops the sword, pulls out the bow, gets an arrow, knocks it, and freaking twings it. Almost freaking shoots himself. Amazing. Daviak, your turn.
Daviak, okay, let's see here.
What are you gonna do, buddy?
Yeah, I'm looking. How do I check range?
There's a little ruler on the toolbar on the left. You got Gink and Gronk are 20 feet. Glarb is 15.
Okay. Let's see here. I'm gonna take a 5-foot step and then throw a dagger at Glarb.
Excellent.
Crit.
Poor Glarb. Glarb was as amazed as anybody else that he cleared the gauntlet, and was almost smiling as he found the knife embedded in between his eyes, dead.
Was that a death blow?
That was a death blow.
Yeah, so as he's running away, Daviak pulls out a dagger, throws it at him as he continues to run away, lodges directly between his shoulder blades, and Daviak looks at the rest of the team and says, "Watch your back."
I love it. Love it. Okay, Gink is up. Gink will pull out his weapon, short sword, and will take a swing at Vendi, who has been a point of ire for most of these guys. They would identify him because of his loose lips, sink ships mentality. They do not like Vendi.
Vendi has a 10 AC.
All right. Well, let's see how this guy rolls. That's a critical for a. So let's roll again to see if we confirm. Confirms. Okay. So we roll 2d4. 4. All right. Gink does a
6 points of damage.
total of 6 points of damage to.
So Venti goes from 7 to 1.
Gink shrieks in delight to see Vendi's blood spilling on the floor. King Fatmouth is dead.
So just so you know, you can do it like that. Like, for example, when you do the crit, you can do a slash roll 2d4, and it'll roll them both together.
Oh, cool. Okay. Gronk. Goop is dead. Glarb is dead. Venetius is up.
Venetius.
So since we did the channel energy from Leo way back several turns, he never gave up his healing potion, right? So should we use his healing potion right now? What was the healing potion stats?
It does. It's the equivalent of a 1d8 plus 1 healing.
Okay, 1d8 plus 1.
So
heals up for 6.
That'll be the move and standard action to get that out and drink it.
So that'll put him back to full health. So then Gronk's back up.
Gronk, having been picked out by Torben as potentially a traitor, actually moves to engage Leo. I'm going to move him. What am I going to do?
So that'll be an opportunity of attack for Leo.
I believe you can only have one opportunity to attack.
That makes sense.
Per round. I don't think you can become like Bruce Lee. That's a takeaway for me. I'm going to assume that's how we're going to play it right now.
It's not like movie fight scenes where guys come at you one at a time.
Right.
Each take their beating.
Yeah. So our guy Gronk here will take a swing at. Gosh, just rolling freaking rocks. That's a crit. See if it confirms against his AC. 18. Remember, he got the +2 from the fountain.
Yeah, he's a 14 plus 2, so he's only got 16.
Okay, so where do I do a...
So do a slash roll 2d whatever.
Does
so 4 damage to Leo. So he'll drop down to 6.
Okay.
And then Torben's up. Sorry, Leo's up.
Leo's up.
So Leo could either scimitar him, or he could channel energy to heal himself and Torben up.
How many points does Leo have?
He's still got 6.
What does Leo feel like doing?
Let's see here. So everybody is going to attack before Gronk. So we could have Leo attack Gronk, and if necessary, both Torben and Daviak could 5-foot step up and attack as well. And then, if so, he'd be shielded from Gink because Torben would be in the way. So yeah, Leo will just take a swing with that holy scimitar of his.
Roll it up.
18 versus AC.
That's a hit.
3 damage.
Okay. Next up, Torben.
So you can step to either one of the goblins.
Keep in mind, Torben is holding a bow, and his...
Oh, that's right.
His sword is on the ground.
Melee range. Or engaged in melee. So I'd be taking a -4 attack roll. So I can take a 5-foot step here and attack this dude, right?
But only with your bow, right?
Oh, because I didn't.
Because your sword's on the ground right now. So you could either shoot the bow or drop the bow, pick up the sword. That's the end of your turn.
Yeah. I'll take my chances shooting the bow around Leo.
So you're shooting at Gronk. Yeah.
Alright. So,
Let's hear the real dice rolling on the table.
okay, so I'm doing 5 and negative 4 this, alright.
-4.
11 minus 4. 5.
So let's see.
Do I have any?
Your range bonus is +3 because it's dexterity. And then your short bow has +3 mod as well. So you get +6 attack, -4 attack. So +2 overall. So 13 versus AC.
Just confirming that real quick. So your ranged is 1d20 plus attack bonus plus dex modifier. Is that what you're saying? So you're saying you guys rolled a 13?
Oh, actually, wait one sec. I might have read that wrong.
Short bow is +2 to attack. Right? It's not +3 to attack.
Yeah, the 3 is including the dex, so it's just +3 total. Or
So it's a 10, really.
actually, yeah, I think.
So you rolled an 11. You add 3 to that, that's 14. But because you're firing into a melee situation, it's -4 for 10.
No, wait, no. Looking at his pre-made character sheet, he's got a +3, and then he gets his range bonus. Is that different? Or are those the same?
Ranged attack says totals +3.
But then on your character sheet, the short bow itself has a +3. So I think you get 2 +3s, right? Does that sound correct, Lubs?
I don't think so, man. I think it's just...
Is the attack bonus under the weapon on the character sheet, is that your melee and ranged attack bonus, not a weapon-specific attack bonus?
I think that's exactly right.
Okay. So yeah, so then it'd be 11 +3 -4, so 10.
Yeah, so that's a miss for Torben. Daviak.
Okay. Close that out there. So I will do a 5-foot step and attack with my rapier.
That's a miss. Gink, infuriated to see that his attack didn't seem to do, despite the blood that got him so excited, he sees that Vindy is healed, takes a swing at Vindy again, rolls a 16.
Bendy, I believe, had a 10 AC.
Alright, that'll do 1 damage this time, so just kind of a glancing blow.
And then you take a 5-foot step back.
Yes, you can take a 5-foot step back without provoking.
When it's his turn, right?
Right.
And it's his turn now.
Yeah, take a 5-foot step back so that I can get a clean shot of Jake. Now,
And then he can
magic missile.
throw his wand again.
Yeah.
Hand of the apprentice.
Hand of the apprentice.
So that was a 1d20 +3. Gonna roll that up.
20 plus 3. Oops.
Nice roll. That's a hit.
Now, what was the damage? 1d6?
Where's his character sheet?
1d6.
Plus strength damage.
1d6 plus 1.
4.
Man, that does big time damage to Gink, but does not quite finish him off. Gronk's turn. Gronk, still infatuated with that dragon toy, takes his efforts and directs them towards Leo. He rolls a 15.
Leo has 16. He's got a 14 plus the 2 bonus from the fountain.
That'll miss. That's a good fountain save right there.
And now Leo gets a chance to return the favor with his scimitar since he's up. He'll swing right back at Gronk. 10 versus AC.
That's a miss. Torben.
Alright, Torben still got the bow in hand. He's going to take steady aim at Gig and fire. That was a 1d20 plus 30, right?
Right.
Oh my god. Natural 1.
Fumble.
You're our own Lork. It's amazing.
So that's 2 fumbles on your bow so far?
The string,
Another arrow into the corpse of Fat Mouth.
the string actually breaks that time. Daviak, you're up.
I will stab at, what's his name, Gronk with my rapier. 16 versus AC,
That's a hit.
and it's a 5 damage.
That's death. How's it go down?
I just shout for Leo as I pierce his heart.
Okay. Gronk, dead. Gink is up. He takes a 5-foot step into Torben and Vendi, and takes a swing at Torben. No,
No, it's
5-foot
5-foot
step.
step.
That's a 20. I think you said that you got a 19 for AC, so I think that's a hit. Gink is just rolling rocks. Gink is the all-star. This guy should have been the king. He does 4 points of damage with his short sword. And Vendi is up.
4 points damage.
Yeah.
Okay, Vendi is up. Assuming he'll probably just swing his quarterstaff. Let me pull up his page.
I don't have control over Torben anymore. Oh wait, yeah, it is.
So Vendi's gonna take a swing with the quarterstaff. 14.
14 is a hit,
5 damage.
is a kill.
You want to death blow that up for us, Vendi?
Okay. Vendi being humble a little bit about his shabby performance in the cave of shit. Just cracks him over the skull. Doesn't make a big deal out of it.
Love it. There's blood all over the place. The party is definitely suffering. Torben, you've definitely taken a beating. That last gink slice really kind of cut you open. Tell me what's going on.
I'm going to do a sense any traps on this treasure chest. $18.
You do not perceive any traps.
Okay. Oh, I guess we'll also, after that, we'll go back and search all the corpses.
Well, let's say that you guys open up that chest while you're at it.
Okay. Yeah, I wasn't sure if we had to find a key on one of them or something.
first thing you see right tucked into the corner, 3 pearls that may or may not have been pulled out of the reef claw enclosure lake thing. Those are worth about 100 gold pieces each. You got a wand of Cure Light Wounds.
Does that have a specific number of charges?
9 charges. And there's a gold ring. Kind of difficult to find in the chest, the gold ring, because it's mixed in with 422 gold pieces. Vendi grabs that ring, casts Detect Magic on it, and holds it out to the group, saying, "This is a ring of protection +1. We'll add +1 to some character's AC that equips it."
Very nice.
Yeah, Bendy's only got 10 AC, so I figure we let him keep it.
Good.
So we'll say we appreciate the humbleness you showed at the end of that battle. As a reward, we'll allow you to keep this golden ring.
Meanwhile, it's already on his finger.